Megan stared at her bank account, a sinking feeling in her stomach. Just last week, she had treated herself to dinner with friends, thinking it would only set her back about 50 pounds. Now, the reality hit. She had spent 120 euros on impulsive online shopping just days later. At first glance, it seemed harmless. A few cute outfits here and a trendy gadget there. But as she looked at the numbers, a pattern began to emerge. Megan never considered herself reckless with money. She budgeted for her rent, which was a staggering £1,200 in London, including utilities. But like many young professionals, she couldn't resist the allure of instant gratification. Fast forward a month, and her credit card statement arrived, a chilling reminder that those small purchases weren't so small after all. £300 in total on a card she'd thought she'd kept in check. But then came the overdraft fee, a painful £35, yet another reminder of how quickly a little fun can escalate into stress. Over time, this cycle of overspending and regret became her normal. Sure, Megan had some savings, but they were quickly evaporating, leaving her feeling vulnerable as the cost of living continued to rise. She started to wonder whether she was living paycheck to paycheck. This is where it gets uncomfortable. In the UK, consumer debt is a pressing issue. Average households owe nearly £3,000 on credit cards alone. And here was Megan, slowly drowning in a sea of unnecessary expenses while convincing herself that the coffee shop visits and late-night shopping were just part of life. It felt normal until it didn't. Each impulse purchase added weight to her anxiety, and soon Megan found herself grappling with feelings not just of strain, but of shame. She convinced herself she wanted those shorts or that new phone, but really, it was about avoiding her reality. Denial was easier than facing the truth. She had more months left in the year than she had money in her account. Across the Irish Sea, Mark faced a similar struggle, navigating life in Dublin. Although he earned a solid €50,000 a year, the high rents, averaging €1,800 per month, pried deeply into his finances. Unlike Megan, Mark wasn't drowning in credit card debt, but he faced an insidious mental block. Every time he thought about saving, he justified his spending on nights out. Why not enjoy life if you're working hard? Both Megan and Mark were knee-deep in the same behavioral trap, where the thrill of each purchase masked the harsh reality of their dwindling bank balances. When they tried to get a grip, the fear of being left behind amidst their peers pushed them to spend even more. So, how do you break away from the cycle? Recognizing that your choices have consequences is the first step. Understanding that those normal activities can mask up quickly. Justifications for spending can lead to a financial spiral is crucial. As both Megan and Mark found out, those little splurges can pile up, turning comfort into chaos and self-care into self-sabotage. Take a moment to reflect on your own habits. What feels normal might just be a mirage masking potential crises. If you've ever seen a friend struggling or felt that nagging anxiety about money, remember, confronting uncomfortable truths is the first step towards true financial freedom. If you found resonance in this story, consider subscribing for more insights that matter.